All right, football Sunday, it doesn't start here. We're going to take a look around the league in the Week 2 action. We'll start in Dallas. Dak Prescott hosting, and the Cowboys hosting Russell Wilson and the Giants. Late in the fourth, Giants down when Wilson airs this one out to Malik Neighbors for the 48-yard touchdown pass. The Giants take the 37-34 lead. The Cowboys, though, with a chance to tie it up, 5 minutes to go. Brandon Aubrey connects from 64 yards. I had to read that twice. 64 yards. Tie game at 37. That means we head to overtime. Dak Prescott up the middle here for 15 yards. Gets the Cowboys into field goal range there. Aubrey, he's going to take this one from 45 yards out this time. Still pretty long, but this one right down the middle. A stellar day from him. And Aubrey gets the Cowboys the 40-37 win in OT. And a Super Bowl rematch, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs taking on the Eagles. Fourth quarter, Chiefs down 3. Patrick Mahomes' pass bounces off the hands of Travis Kelce. That would be picked off and returned up to near the midfield mark there. The Eagles are in business. Ensuing drive for the Eagles. Ball on the 1-yard line. You know what was going to happen there. The tush push. Jalen Hurts into the end zone for a touchdown. The Eagles get the 20-17 win. The Chiefs have now lost 3 straight games for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' NFL career. And in Cincinnati, a scary moment. Joe Burrow on the ground in pain. He had to be assisted to the locker room with what is being called a turf toe injury. He'll get a second opinion to see if he needs surgery. But the Bengals, thanks to this play, able to win despite missing Burrow. It's Folsom native Jake Browning into the end zone there so that the Bengals get the 31-27 win. All right, we've got 2 starting NFL quarterbacks out with turf toe, Joe Burrow and Brock Purdy. I am joined now by sports, lifestyle, and internal medicine, Dr. Misra. What is turf toe?
So it's a ligamentous type of injury. There are different types of elements that can get hurt in the body, such as bone, tendon, and ligament. And ligamentous injuries tend to be challenging ones, and that's the type of injury this is.
Because it's not one that you can put a cast on, right? Like a broken bone?
No, it isn't. No. And one of the challenges with this particular kind of injury is that ligaments in general don't have particularly robust blood supply, so they tend to be slower on the recovery.
How long does an injury like this last? I know they're saying Joe Burrow could be out 3 months, but Brock Purdy's week to week?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of, it's a multifactorial thing which goes into the assessment of that. One is how severe it is, how bad the injury itself was. And then secondly, other aspects that relate to that specific person case by case. So however many other confounding medical problems might also be going on also shouldn't be overlooked.
And this will show you my lack of medical knowledge, but does turf toe have anything to do with actual turf?
So it got that name on account of how it first was appreciated most on artificial turf, but really it's a biomechanical matter wherein the nature of how a certain vector force is put on a joint in the big toe results in that ligament being exposed or more vulnerable to this type of injury.
I've never had a turf toe injury, but is it painful to push off and step off? So that's okay.
It's fundamentally a pushing off injury with the toe maximally extended.
Okay, so
the great toe.
It would be really painful for somebody to step, to walk?
Yeah, it's hard to push off.
Okay, okay. So obviously injuries that you don't want to have. What does a treatment for this look like?
So trying to promote the healing response. This is exclusively in the dominion of essentially the rehabilitation department, physical therapy, and the like. Now, again, depending on how severe it is, as you alluded to, the discussion of surgery comes into play. It's not classically one that requires surgery very often, not that it couldn't be, depending on how extreme or bad the ligamentous injury is. But more often, as you said, the spectrum of weeks to months is where we tend to see this, depending upon all those other factors.
It seems from reports that Joe Burrow's turf toe might be more severe than Brock Purdy's. If Burrow does need surgery, in fact, does it become kind of routine surgery and it can take months and months and months to heal?
Well, so the surgical side of that is a little bit of a different discussion. That can go on for quite a while post-procedure. It's hard to really know without being able to know more medical facts related to his case specifically. Yeah.
So it's an injury that's more similar to a sprain as a break, where it's completely dependent on the person, basically?
It's fundamentally a ligamentous strain for the most part in most individuals. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Awesome. Dr. Misra, thank you so much for your
Thank you.
expertise,
I
for
appreciate
breaking
it.
down turf toe and explaining to me that it kind of has something to do with turf, but not entirely, not entirely.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
We
very much.
appreciate the
Appreciate it.
expertise and for staying up so late on a Sunday.
Thank
I
you
know
for
it's late.
having me. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
having me.
All right, we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, the Golden State Valkyries open their historic playoff run on the road, taking on top-seeded Minnesota. We're joined by Cal women's basketball head coach Sharman Smith to break down the game as Golden State returns to the Bay Area this week. Plus, can the San Francisco Giants fight back in Game 3 against the Los Angeles Dodgers? Highlights and reaction coming up.